What up, though? You already know what this is. Respect the worst if you don't respect the best. Top tier podcast. I am Ledge. Chill with me. First and foremost, want to say my bad to the fellas. We recorded this summer impact prediction show and just things did not play in our favor. The battle rap guys were not smiling on us the other day. A lot of technical difficulties with the audio, so I got to do this one solo. But I want to shout out the fellas anyway, because they're recurring guests, and I'll get back with them. So shout out to my man Jimmy, Boomer, E, and Q. Host of others. Shout out Snooze, Hayes. People who just be really supporting the podcast. Greg, everybody. But I'll get back with you guys. I'm gonna just do this one solo. It's late, but I had to get this content out for the people. Cannot have a prediction for a card of this magnitude, right? So we're gonna kick things off. We're gonna get it right. Also, shout out to Shannon. Shout out to all the ladies in the battle rap culture. Cortez wilding. That was wild. That was a wild statement. But they was letting them have it. That was incredible. And Hitman did him filthy last. I am Jersey. I ain't even gonna do it. But anyway, so y'all know how I do, man, with the predictions if y'all been around. But for those who might just be tuning in, what I do is I start off with what I feel is gonna be the worst battle of the card. And that's tough. That sucks to say because even if it's the worst battle on this card, it can still be a good battle because that's how good this card is, really. But yeah, I start what I feel is going to be the weakest battle, and then I work my way up to what I feel is going to be battle of the night. And before I do that, got to talk about Snake Eyes versus Ace Amin. That's going to take place before the event kicks off, and it is going to go down. I think this shit's going to be, man. I don't want to say a potential battle of the night, like overall, but they just built up, and it pains me to say this though, but like when you got a face off that good, and that shit was like top 10 all time face offs, maybe even top 5. I can't remember that many face offs being that as dope as that one. But like DNA versus Mickey was dope. Young Ill and Briz was really good. So like it's not many. So that's an all timer. So maybe they sold me. They did their job and became a used car salesman and got me to buy the Volvo. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy, but I think Ace Amin has a lot to prove, man. A lot to prove. He's been on a big promo run, media. He's very clever on Twitter, very witty and does it with some intelligence. But I don't know, man. I got this like, what's the word for it? Like that that reoccurring feeling. Like I've seen this movie play out before, where the incumbent just gets humbled a little bit. I've seen it, and you've seen it, and he's seen it. Goonies have seen it with Jack Boy Maine. No, not versus John versus Young Cannon. If let us not forget, Jack Boy was on Champion. Shout out to Champions always, Jay Black and everybody. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, like putting himself in like putting his name and Luck's name in the same sentence, like same sentence, like I'm him, I'm next, I'm this, I'm that. And they put Jack on the table knowing the king would cut him. Young Cannon got him up out of here. And he had to revamp, he had to basically get a whole new rollout and became a low life thug and all that, you know what I'm saying? And it worked though. It worked. It got him back. He got back on the map, but that set him back maybe a year or two. Set him back like about a year. So I've seen this play out. I've seen Prep. I've seen Wavy. Now lyrically, Ace is superior than all the names I said. like vastly superior than those guys. I won't lie. But I don't know. I don't know. He's put up really good performances, but these performances, albeit they were good, they weren't like perfect. They weren't flawless. He can bleed, of course. He's not nobody's invincible in battle rap, so he definitely can bleed. I just want to see what it's like when his pace might be thrown off for either a big crowd reaction or a lack thereof crowd reaction. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you get cheered really heavy, it throws you off. Remember what happened with Lux versus Calico? They cheered for him after his line so hard, like he forgot where he was, and he basically jerseyed out. So it's gonna be a good one. If you had to ask me who I'm leaning towards, I'm actually leaning towards Snake Eyes with an edge. Y'all know I don't play the fence. When y'all do predictions, I never want to hear too undebatable either way, and then y'all go to the next matchup. We don't do that. No, we ain't doing that. So I'm gonna stand on what I think, and I'm gonna say 2-1 edge to Snake Eyes. So let's get into the card. The weakest battle on the card, in my opinion, will be multiple remixes versus the No Name Gang of Charlie Clips and Goods. Yeah, yeah. Is but I will say this. I will say this. I think it's gonna be the cleanest battle, meaning Goods and Clips are brothers basically. They know each other like the back of their hand. They're gonna get through their material flawlessly. It's gonna be funny, witty, creative and original and all that good stuff. And you got Hitman, who's the consummate performer, not going against, but teaming up with John John, who never slips, never stumbles, always is prepared for these big moments. So I think it's gonna be a clean battle. I mean, they're gonna get through their material seamlessly, and they're gonna put on a decent effort. But at the end of the day, I got Goods and Clips winning 2-1 clear. I think John John and Hitman are going to throw all their best material in the first round and win that round. And then it's going to be a kind of a quiet night for them the next 2 rounds. That's just my opinion. And I hate to say that because Hitman, I can't remember last time Hitman was the worst. He had, Hollow versus Hollow in Summer Madness 1. That was probably like the last time he had the worst battle on the card. But yeah, so I got that 2-1 clear. Moving right along, I'm gonna say Murderland versus, what is it, Dark Life or whatever. Briz and T Top. That face off was intense. I think that was more about Top and Mook. I feel like they got unfinished business because I do recall when Mook was lining up to come back and battle, and the name T Top was out there. I believe he told him like he definitely trying to battle him, but he wants to make sure Surf gets that shot before him because he was in line first. So I think there's some unfinished business there. Will he address any of that? I'm sure he will. Look, everybody done said it, so I don't need to like just harp on it. But the matchup is weird. Not the matchup, but the tandem of Murderland is a little bit weird. It's a little bit off. I think this is going to be a battle where Calico is going to have to carry the team. And to be honest with you, I see a couple of battles like that. That might be a theme. Pay attention. If anybody's listening, please tweet this out because I think I'm going to be right on this one. If I'm right, I need them props right there from y'all at Podtier, Podtier. But I think the theme of this card is going to be one person carrying the team. And I think Cal is going to be in that discussion for carrying them. And I'm not necessarily saying it's going to carry them to a win, but it's going to be like Young Ill in Verb when they went against Math and Cortez. Young Ill clearly carried them. So that's what I expect. I expect to see that. But at the end of the day, I'm going with chemistry, man. I'm going with what I know and what I've seen. And people haven't added the factor in that, yo, Briz and Top are basically playing a home game, and they know what the people in that building like to hear. I don't think Mook does. I can't remember the last time. When was the last time you? When was the last time Mook battled in the South? Has he? Real talk, I'm not even trying to be funny. Has he ever battled in the South before? Like, so like, and he's New York all the way. Like the type of words he used, like when he used something about Jack, about Siri and Jack against Verb. Like Jack is like I can't jack that. Like that's a New York slang term, but it didn't hit like he wanted it to hit, and he was in New York. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I can hear them getting booed in my head. I can hear them getting booed. So, and that's a shame, man, because Cal and Mook are legends, but I just think this was the wrong opponent at the wrong time. So yeah, that's how I'm calling that one. And we're gonna get into the rest of this, but gotta hit y'all with an ad. And so like next, I would say after that, what would be going to the next battle as the battles get better and better. I think I can slot Marvin Quest versus Suge, versus Suge and Twerk right in this section here. You're gonna have one underwhelming battle, another one that's gonna be okay, and this one that starts getting good right here. Because as I've said before, Twerk and Suge don't have a gray area, I feel, in this battle. I don't think we're gonna walk away from this saying they are alright. I feel like they're either gonna be amazing and tear the roof off, or they are going to lose bad and stink up the joint. Because yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm like them like catching a oop and dunking on that stage gonna be crazy. Like that's gonna be really crazy. But Marvin Quest, they just really good at avoiding, like, yeah, I'm throwing a haymaker and it might have hit you, but it didn't drop you though. That's what Marvin Quest, like, you hit them with a haymaker, yeah, they gonna feel it, but they don't drop them, and they just come back and they just relentless with jokes. They're really, really great personalities. You gotta have a really great personality for these 2-on-2s, and Marv and Quest work so well off of each other. And again, it's just like Clips and Goods. Like, they know each other like the back of their hand, man. You talking about a 2-on-2 team well over a decade of putting in work together. So I hate to be that traditional, like I'm going with experience, but yeah, I might go. Yeah, Marvin Quest 2-1. Edge. I think it's gonna come down to the third. I think for sure Suge and Twerk is gonna win the first. I don't. You ever seen like these sports analysts who do my picks lock of the day? Like, you can just guarantee that this will be my lock of the day for the battles. You know what I'm saying? Lock of the event. They're gonna go crazy in the first. I would be totally shocked if we sit there and be just staring with a blank stare after Suge's and NJT's round and be like, yo, what happened? I expect them to go nuts in the first round. So, but I'm going to see veteran resilience out of Marvin Quest in the second round, and then the third is going to be the same stuff. They're just going to slowly get reactions, keep getting reactions, land something big, and before you know it, you're like, damn, they won. That's how they win. You're like, damn, they won. They got that. So that's what I expect. So that's going to be a good one, though. I think it's going to be a good one. Jazz and Official versus 40 Bars and E Hart. Yeah. I already thought it was going to be a pretty good battle after the face-offs. It's a little tension, a little more animosity there than I thought. Like I thought, E Hart and Jazz for some reason. I don't know why I just got this impression like I ain't never really I don't know, I ain't never really seen them interact too heavy on Twitter to be really beefing or anything like that, but they was talking heavy and yo, E Hart was in her bag, yo. E Hart was in her bag because she can arguably say she beat both of them already. Arguably. I mean, I got her beating Jazz. I don't know about the official E Hart one, but according to I think Shannon, shout out to Shannon the shoe, the chick with the shoe, my homie. I think she told me because she was at Verbal Warzone. I think she had E Hart winning. I know I heard a lot of people say E Hart beat official. So and 40 is a great writer, but I think that stage is gonna eat her up alive. I don't think she's gonna know how to like on the stage like that. You're gonna have to move around. You have to be shooting at the air and you know what I'm saying, slapping the floor like you just dunked on somebody. You gotta be doing all type of wild shit. And I don't know, she lacks movement and lacks like confidence for some reason. Like her bars be there, your delivery gotta be strong. I think E Hart gonna be barking. She's another one. Hashtag carry the team. She gonna have to carry that team. I feel like I said Calico gonna have to do it with Mook. I feel like E Hart gonna have to do that with 40, and it's just not gonna be enough. Jazz and Official really fuck with each other, really do. Chemistry is there, and I like their contrast. I like the yin and yang effect that they got. They both can write. They both got punches. I think Jazz is really good with like punching, angles, strategy, picking spots. I feel like Officials obviously stronger delivery, much more aggressive, but she has a silly side to her too that can help Jazz bring out her silly and witty side. I just think all that shit gonna work. I feel like I don't know. I don't see the sense of humor in E Hart and 40 and I was on 40's live. She cussed me out. It's all love. But she had said something about E Hart was like, nah, we ain't doing no jokes, we ain't doing none of that. And it just seems like they just coming up there to rap, which is cool. You ain't nobody probably pro bars than I am. Like I love bars, but I think on a stage like this too, being that people will want to come and be entertained because they're treating this like an exhibition almost. I don't know how long you can just be straight bar heavy all 3 rounds without some type of performance base. Like even Av, who's one of the most bar heavy guys in the game right now, even he started adding elements of performance to his material. So hopefully we see a little bit of that from them. But I got this one a 2-1 clear win. So all right, who else? Yes, Geechee Gotti, Rum Nitty, every fucking bar versus the legendary NWX, man. This is going to be a really good battle. That's why I got it slotted where I do, because it's going to be close to being battle of the night. I got NWX with the 2-1 slight edge. Think this is going to be really, really fun. Haven't seen DNA in a while. I think the last battle I seen from DNA was versus MVP on Street Status, I believe. I could be wrong, but I feel like I haven't seen him in a while, so it's going to be good. Or no, or was it is either MVP on Street Status or teaming up again with K-Shine versus the Splash Brothers, the Killer B and Showstopper on Black Ice Cartel. I don't know. I'm drifting off, but I'm gonna get back to the point. The point is, man, when you're sitting like that, and for a guy like DNA who's been in the game so long, and he's watching Geechee Gotti a lot because Geechee Gotti battles a lot. Like he has so many battles out this year. Like I'm telling you, man. So DNA's been watching that. He's been watching Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty slipped up against Shine. You think that ain't gonna come up? The Walmart angle is still pretty new. Like the Walmart angle, like if people can still use all these other angles on legendary battle rappers that's been said since like 08, 09, that Walmart angle can still hit. Can still hit. So don't think that shit is over with. And also, oh, I just thought about it, Geechee. You hiding behind the tree and shit. Like, oh, see, this is, I believe this is his first battle since that. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I forgot about, yeah. 2-1 clear. NWX. I do expect, but it's funny because I do expect Rum and Geechee to probably have one of the best rounds of the whole card. Like they gonna say some wild shit, but at the end of the day, they got a lot of angles, a lot of performance from them, and I like that K Shine brings out the performance side of DNA out, and that shit works, man. So I'm gonna go with the champ and Killer K Shine, man. That shit zip them up, man. 2-1 clear, and the battle of the night is the main event. I'm starting to say that quite often, but I usually don't. Sometimes, a lot of times, I don't feel the main event is going to be battle of the night, but in this case, I do. I'm gonna call them Gun Life, not calling them Guns and Cake. Chess and Tay Rock, man. Tay Rock and Chess, however you want to flip it, going against Loaded Hollows. I've been mulling over this one for a while because it all depends on, to me, how long because I've been missing some of these interviews on this matchup. I don't know how long Chess knew that he was in the fold. Like, yo, Surf might he might not be able to make it, so let me and you get some of this work in. I don't know if they scrapped everything him and Surf did and they're doing new material, or he was around for what Rock and Surf was doing, and he's just going to fill in and just say the lines that Surf had. Like, I don't know what's going on. So the unpredictability does intrigue me, and just to see Chess walk up on Hollow the Don and Loaded Lux and say those creative, unorthodox bars that he's been saying to Jerry West and to Geechee and to Bad News, apparently. Like, I'm here for it. So, and Loaded Hollows, Lux and Hollow, I just think they're just on the downside, man. They're just on the downside right now. They could tear the roof off, but I'm done like giving benefits of the doubt for like what ifs. I'm just going with who I feel is more informed right now. I feel like Rock, more so Chess, but I feel like they're just more informed, they're more in tune, and I'm gonna go with them. I changed my mind from the prediction I had. I think I had Loaded Hollows when I did a prediction with the fellas before the audio got real sour on us. But if so, I'm changing my mind, man. I'm going Gun Life, man. I think this is going to be Chess' breakout performance, and I think this is going to get him the battle with K-Shine. So hopefully it plays out like that. Y'all can dog me in the comments and talk about how wrong I was, or just follow me on Twitter. Y'all know I talk my show on Twitter. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I said, at Podtier, PODTIER. Continue to support the podcast too, please. That's definitely an important part of my journey as a media member. So yeah, Apple, Spotify, all the good ones. And looking forward to it, man. It's a late night. I don't even want to tell y'all what time I'm doing this at, but it will be out well before the event starts. So grab your popcorn, listen to this, let this recap get you in the mood for it. And then before you know it, the show has arrived. All right. So everybody that attend, all the battle rappers, the fans, the media, I hope y'all be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves and Come back with a lot of dope content and stories. All right. I'm out. Time to catch some sleep. Appreciate it. And with that being said, keep it battle rap. Love.